What's up everybody, my name is Ty Combs. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about cinematography and how you can get something nice, easy, pretty with a very cheap DIY sort of setup. The idea here is to get a couple ideas of how you can use a single light or maybe two lights that are relatively cheap to make something pretty and that you can use for your music videos, short films, YouTube videos, etc. So every sort of shot in this I did in about 15 minutes last night because I was bored. I was making a pizza and I had to wait for it to get out of the oven. So I thought, might as well shoot some YouTube content. You know what I mean? So this first one is going to be with no lights at all. This is if you were to set up your camera, walk in, and then just open up the fridge. This is what it would look like. It's not that interesting to look at. It does have a nice like spill onto me, but you don't get hardly any detail, which isn't great for most scenarios. If you're silhouetting things, that's fine, but you probably want to see what the scene is, at least in some regard. So with that, I wanted to add in some fill so that you could see the rest of the scene. So I figured, let's just see what the main overhead light in the kitchen looks like. Honestly, it looks pretty good. I probably would sort of shape that light a little bit better if I was to go shoot that again, which I probably will in the near future. You get a little bit blown out on some of those cabinets because it just sort of spills everywhere, which isn't great. Honestly, it's not bad though, and I'm a little annoyed at how nice it looks by itself. So for this one, I attached my light to a little like bendy tripod that I have that's really meant for like iPhones, and then I put it up next to our sink light. I turned it on relatively low for this shot so that I would mostly be using that sink light and not the actual lights for filmmaking, just to see what I had. It offered a little bit more detail. It really made things a little bit nicer, but I still wanted more. So what I did is I turned that light farther up, sort of played with the actual color of that light to give it a little bit more green, a little bit more eerie, fluorescent type lighting. And I put up another tiny little aperture light hitting my front to sort of push back in some of those details and fill out the scene just a little bit more. So obviously once you add color to it and make sure that things are falling the way that you want, you can really make a pretty interesting and moody scene with very, very little. Thanks so much for watching everybody. That's it for this one. So hopefully you learned something and were a little bit inspired to go shoot something easy and simple around your house but make it look pretty. That's the goal. If you were, be sure to drop it in the comments so I can check it out. And if you have any questions, drop those down there. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Maybe I'll go shoot around my apartment just cause and make things pretty. Because who doesn't love that? Be sure to hit the thumbs up for me, that subscribe for you, and maybe that notification bell, that's for both of us.